I'm gonna record the type of video I wanted to watch if I just wanted to learn what I should know really about AI, but mostly about its implications. What does it imply for us as business owners? What AI is capable of doing, but what it's never gonna be capable of doing. A topic that 5 years ago I wouldn't have been even imagined making a video about. Artificial intelligence that's able to be trained and learn a lot of information and accomplish different type of tasks, and now is able to be connected to brains and tools and to memories and creating agents, creating workflows. That's something I would have never imagined. That's something I would have never imagined to talk about or just to mention, and not even be so important as it is in the business world nowadays. Now, I'm not here to talk about technicalities of AI. The AI works like this, does like this. No, I'm not the guy to talk about that. But I'm the guy that can talk about it in the business way. What is AI able to do? What will it implicate for employers and for our employees? AI is dedicated, or should be mostly dedicated, to be executors. Of course, AIs now have the ability of reasoning, some reasoning models, so thinking, analyzing outputs to create new inputs, and that's basically what agents do. But what is it that they can really do? Execute. AIs can execute. AIs need a human brain behind that can develop a good prompt and has a clear idea behind it for the AI to develop what it has to develop. And that's basically what I think AI is made to do, is execute on human reasoning. So AI is not made to take decisions. AI is not made to run businesses. AI is made to help those people that run businesses execute faster. So that's what AI does, execute. And that's the implication it'll have for employees and employers. A lot of business owners are letting go of some of their employees because their tasks were mainly just execute. The CEO or the people that the COO directs would do the thinking, the analyzing, the process thinking, the analytical thinking, the creative thinking, take a decision, choose what they're going to do, and just give the employee direction, an order, and the employee executes on the idea. And that's what AI is now doing. So before, for example, you would take, let's say with ads, you would plan the ad, plan the strategy, plan the creative, and plan how you want the copy to be. And you tell a media buyer, all right, like write this copy for this ICP with this hook, with this sophistication level, with this awareness level. And the media buyer would just execute, and that's it. But now everyone does it with AI. You tell AI, these are my variables, this is the ad, this is what I'm thinking about, write me some copy variations. And while the media buyer took 15-20 minutes to do that, the AI took like 30 seconds maybe. And the AI never sleeps, it doesn't get tired, it doesn't need vacations. People do. So that's where jobs are being lost, in executing positions, because AI is definitely faster when executing some tasks. Now, I'll give you my thoughts on it later. This is just the practical, this is just the way it is right now. People just get AI to do specific tasks, and that's it. If you're using AI to reason for yourself, you're not even on the playing field. Now, with AI agents, you can take it a bit further, with the AI being able to analyze outputs and change the input based on the given output, but still needs human reasoning behind it. So that's the implication for the world. A lot of jobs will be lost in that sense. Executors will go. What jobs are going to be paid better and are going to be more looked for in the next couple of years? People that are able to reason, to analyze, to think, to give the instructions to the AI. People, for example, that are able to understand the business world and are able to understand content and are able to understand how retention works when doing short form videos, for example. They that understand the whole concepts and understand the whole implications of it are going to be paid more and are going to be hired more. And then their thinking and their choice and the choices they make for short form content creation is going to be given to an AI, so they can, for example, clip YouTube videos to short form content that has the specific details the person we're talking about thought. So that's those who will be more valuable in the playing field in the coming years. People that are able to resonate, to reason, to think, to analyze, not only to execute. Executors, people who type the letters, who click the buttons, those are the ones who will likely go. Again, this is not my opinion. This is just how it is right now. I'll give my opinion on it later. So what type of things are you able to do with AI? Well, with plain LLMs, you're able to create ads, to create scripts, to create frameworks, to create even prompts. You're able to create sheets. You're able to analyze documents. You're able to do plain simple things. With workflows, you're able to connect AI to specific tools to just keep going through a specific path. So the task is a specific path the workflow goes through, no variation of it, and you're able to automate some processes in your business, some tedious processes in your business with workflows. And with agents, you're able to take it a step further, giving the agent access to tools, access to a memory, access to even different agents, and you can start creating agents that are able to execute and do things like appointment setting, chatting, calling, qualifying prospects, for example. That's basically what AI is capable of doing. But AI is not for reasoning. And that's the main topic I want to get across in this video, is that AI needs a human brain behind it. And the better the human brain is, the better the result. So people that are able to, first of all, think really well and also transmit that information properly to AI are going to cost a lot in the upcoming years. But also a lot of jobs will be created when it comes to AI. Analyzing the AIs, improving the AIs, because it needs a human brain behind it. Giving the AIs more features or more tools. A human has to do that. Their jobs will be created. The other day, I was in a conference, in a Tony Robbins conference, and one of the speakers, well, it was not a Tony Robbins conference. Tony Robbins was the main speaker in the conference. And one of these speakers was the Google Workspace Director for Latin America, if I'm not mistaken. And he gave us some stats, which I don't have top of my mind. But it was just basically a positive net result of jobs created to jobs lost in around 2030. So I don't think it's going to be as tragic as some people say in social media, that everyone's going to lose their jobs and we're going to be without jobs forever. And this is because what AI is not able to do, which I want to focus a bit of time in here, and I want to get into the Christian side, the godly side. We're made in the image of God. We're made in the image of the creator of the universe. And God gave us specific gifts and specific traits that are His, or that are smaller versions of His. And God gave us wisdom, joy, give us just a different life experience completely from animals, for example. And we have abilities animals will never have. We have a connection with God, animals or other things, of course, will never have. And that's the thing with AI. We're made in the image of God. AI is made in the image of humans. We're made in the image of a perfect God, even though we're not perfect, but we're made in the image of a perfect God. AI is made in the image of an imperfect human. So from perfect to imperfect, from God's image we're made, but AI and humans, imperfect to more imperfect, because there's an increase in entropy in there. I don't know if you get what I mean, second law of thermodynamics, but there's an increase in entropy when doing that, like that transfer of information. God created us with special things, and each one of us has even more special things others don't have. And that's how we complement each other as a society, and that's how you complement a business. That's how a team culture is created. That's how a business is built. Everyone has special abilities, and we just connect those abilities to build things. And God is the one who gave us those abilities. So it's not the same thing for be given an ability by God and to be given an ability by a human. A human makes mistakes. God doesn't. So that's where I think AI will never be equal to humans in some areas. In thinking, in reasoning, in being human when talking with other people. For example, an AI cannot understand the problems someone faces. They might understand, all right, this person has this, he doesn't want this. He has this problem, doesn't want this problem. But it doesn't really understand your problem, understand your pain. For example, your customer's pain. A person does. A person understands problems. A person is able to feel empathy, to feel sympathy, to feel emotions. And a person has abilities, emotional abilities, personal abilities, business abilities given by God. AI's abilities are given by humans. So if you're thinking about removing all of your employees for AI, I think that's a huge mistake you'll regret later. I don't want us to reach a point where every time we try to ask something on digital networks, an AI answers back to us. Of course, we can use AI. We definitely need to use AI to improve our systems, improve our processes, make things faster, make things better. But if you're completely going to change your company, your employees for AI, you're going to regret it. First of all, you're going to feel alone. Next, you're going to lose the human touch on everything, and everything's going to feel so plain, so vague, so that's it. AI will make everything. A human can add drama, can add intensity, can add humor. AI can never do that. And if you're thinking about removing all of your personal for AI, that's the biggest mistake you could do. Again, I'm all in to using AI to make our lives better. I'm all in to using AI to make your employees' life better. So now, you maybe don't need to hire as much people as before. But now you have employees that make really high quality work because AI helps them with their job. For example, a salesperson, you have an AI which helps him do some research on the prospect before the call. That's amazing. And now you can have more sales calls because your sales team doesn't have to spend so much time researching, but more time on sales calls. Imagine that. That's how you can think about it. That's how I think we should think about it. Building AI to help our employees instead of just removing them with AI and that's it. Because if all of us just focus on AI, everything will be so plain, so vague, so lack of emotion, emotionless. And something emotionless is sad, is dark. It's not light, it's not funny, it's not enjoyable. So humans are the only ones who can give business, who can give life that touch. Of course, you fight with humans, you argue with humans, you discuss with humans. But if you're wise enough to let mistakes go, to admit your own mistakes, and to improve together, then you'll find having employees is way better than having everything AI. Proverbs 27:17 says, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. Other people will sharpen you. Other people are teaching you to be more patient. Other people are teaching you in business. Other people are teaching you how to be a better family member. You can learn something from everyone, from their mistakes or from their rights. But you can learn something from everyone. What can you learn from AI apart from technical knowledge? Nothing. You cannot be sharpened by AI, but you can be sharpened by another man, another woman. So, use AI for what it was made to be used. And of course, this doesn't video, I want to clarify, this video doesn't mean I don't use AI. I use AI a lot, but I don't change humans for AI in some areas. You can use AI to write copies. You can use AI to write hooks, to create variations. Perfect. Do that. I'm all in for that. I'm all in to using AI to create volume for advertising. That's what I use AI mostly for. But remember, humans are made in the image of God, in the image of a perfect God. AI is made in the image of man, and man is imperfect. God is perfect. Don't you think that by reducing cost, everything will be better? You now lack humanity in your business, and a business that lacks humanity cannot sell. How are you going to be able to sell to someone that's a human when you lack humanity in your messaging, in your products, in everything? We'll always need one another. That's the importance of community. Jesus, the Son of God, made human, and he was never alone. He chose 12 disciples to be his friends and to be his companionship, and of course, to be their master, their rabbi. But Jesus knew humans are made for community, for learning together, growing together, being edified together, and also just making mistakes and learning and getting back up together. We're made to be in community. And I've seen some beautiful companies with beautiful cultures, which is what I'm trying to build in my company. A nice culture, a nice team culture. And that's way more beautiful than saving 20% of your business cost with AI. Use AI for what it was made. Don't change humans for AI. Use it for what it was made to be used for great things, for amazing things. But without humans, it's absolutely nothing. Maybe I wanted to talk more about business implications and how to use AI, but I think this is way more important. If you have any questions about AI's implications in the business world, how can you start applying AI to your ads, to your sales, to anything, just let me know. I can make a video on it if that's what you want. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.